It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 at home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio, shouted, stepping in the building. I got my Memphis 10 partner in this thing. Kia Shine, Tumboii, what's good with it, family?
Kinfo, Tumboii. Woo, what's going on with you, B-High? How you doing, boy?
I mean, feeling good, feeling great, man. I mean, y'all got a boy playing attention in this thing, man.
Attention.
Talk to me about that, man, that attention.
Man, you know what? That record right there is definitely a mirror to what's going on right now in, as far as the culture is concerned.
Yeah.
You got the social media right now. I'm on it right now while I'm talking to you.
It's really we going. Right? We can't even put the phone down.
We going too far with the socials. You know what I mean? So it's like we gotta. Everybody wants attention. It's the new root of all evil. Really. Yeah. You know what I mean? Is the attention. So I'm addicted to my cell phone. The first step is admitting it. You know what I mean? So I'm addicted to it. I can't keep it out of my hands. You know what I mean? So we got together and we in Tumboii. For those who don't know, Tumboii is my new artist and my group member. We have a new wave. We talked about it at the birthday bash earlier this year. But Tumboii, let the people know where you from.
I'm from South Carolina,
Columbia.
Indeed. Representing the Metro.
Indeed.
Okay.
So it's like we got together on this attention record, and we just decided to do an anthem that was like something about right now, something a mirror to what's going on right now. With the culture, you know what I mean? And that's what attention really came from. And it's like, it's the new root of all evil. I mean, look at what's going on. Nicki Minaj, I love Nicki and what she just did at the title joint, you know what I mean? But it's like, she know that's going to get everybody attention. When you turn around, hit that twerk, we gonna get them likes up, you know what I'm saying? But, or look at what, from Donald Trump to what he's doing right now as far as the election with him and Hillary Clinton. It's like getting their attention so they can get the votes. I mean, we all want attention. We all are doing it, but it's just like it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, as you said in your second verse, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I mean, talk to me, Tom, boy. I mean, how did you hook up with this guy over here, man? Because, I mean, he been getting busy in the game for a minute.
Man, this is organic, mainly.
ATL, man. It happened in Atlanta.
Yep, in Atlanta. We 24-hour barbershop, man. Kind of ran into him. And
what up, Trill?
He just looked cool.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, and he probably thought the same thing about me over there in the chair.
I did.
We just hooked up from there.
Yeah.
And then I actually seen him again, and it was just like, nonstop ever since.
Already.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, talk to me about the creative process, man. When y'all out here dropping these bangers, I mean, what is the creative process behind all this stuff?
I mean, man, it's crazy. I don't know. We just kind of come up with stuff together as we riding or whatever we're doing, and it just comes, especially with that attention record, too. It's like you see it every day. We go to the strip clubs and we just places. It's like, what's up with this chick? You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably was bad the way she was, but she has, extra everything, and it's like, nowadays, actually, people don't even really like it as much as, I think these girls think.
Yeah.
So,
I think to answer your question about the creative process, too, is like, like she's saying, art imitates life. I think what we wanted to do when we got together, it was like, a breath of fresh air for me, because like from a producer standpoint, it's like you need motivation, you need inspiration, you need fresh inspiration. And I've been doing my thing with the music for a while with So Crispy and doing work with Gotti and and all that from back in the day. And it's like, even the Drake stuff, the best I ever had, but it's like new inspiration. She had a breath of fresh air and some new energy. And I felt like there was gonna be a new wave coming with the female lesbian. We talked about it. We talked about it. This is before Young and May dropped. You know what I mean? The Ooh joint. We felt like there was going to be a new wave. Because if you go to the strip clubs, especially in the ATL, you go out.
You see is us. We out there now.
You know what I mean?
We pulling them too.
And she got more females than me. And I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like I felt like, man, like why is there not a representation of this in hip hop, especially in ATL?
Yeah.
So it's like we got together under that precinct and started working and just started putting together the records. They just so organic. They just came together. Like we made songs like there's never been a song with a heterosexual male. Well, I'm a lesbian too, but but a heterosexual male and a lesbian going back and forth talking about who got more females than who.
Yeah.
And we got that song on the record. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's cold.
So
that's
you
cold.
like this when we call our project New Day, New Wave, it's truly a new wave, a breath of fresh air of music and perspectives that kind of covers both. And it's not about the orientation so much as it is just making great music, but just putting something different out.
Exactly.
She got a song, that song you got, Pretty Tomboy. She talking about taking dude's gal with her tongue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She hit him with the la 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 on the joint. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We shot a video. You got to tell them about the video for the joint, though.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. We did like a cheaters thing to it.
Yeah.
So you know how usually, the
On Cheetahs,
Cheetahs,
the victim.
The victim.
Yeah.
Is usually another male. I mean,
Yeah.
and she cheating with another female instead of a male. So it's crazy. Like that's the theme of the joint, because it's like I said, I'll take a nigga bitch with his. Excuse me. I mean,
You
I don't
good?
know about the cursing or whatever, but
Yeah.
I'll take somebody's chick with my tongue or whatever, and I'm like la 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 la. So it's just the whole theme of just putting that all together and just putting it, because kind of go hand in hand with the two.
Yeah. It's dope, man. I mean,
and it's literally like the whole joint from Cheaters. Just in a
the
whole
video.
way.
The video is called Pretty Tomboy. It's
the Cheaters thing.
It's like we got the joint album together, but on the project, she has a solo single. Her solo single is Pretty Tomboy, and it's one song she's talking about. And it's like we did the video to it. We knew it's like we weren't even done with the whole project.
Yeah.
But when we did that song, it was like, yeah, we got to shoot a video for that. That got to be the video. So we shot the video immediately. So it's already done and already ready. We leaked it on our SoundCloud, on our Tomboy Kinfolk SoundCloud. And it's been doing numbers since we put it out. But like, yeah, it's getting ready. The video's getting ready to drop. And it's the Cheaters thing. I'm playing in it. You know what I mean? We got the dude who
and like the bus is crazy. You got to see the end.
Yeah, the bus, when the confrontation at the end. Oh man, listen.
Crazy.
It's crazy. We shot it right here in Atlanta, right at the 24-hour barbershop and around the city or whatever. We got another video too that we shot. It's crazy because 1079 is right across the street from Glen Hotel.
Yeah.
And the rooftop of the Glen is where we shot our first video, the New Day, New Wave. And that's out right now on our Vivo channel and on our website, tomboykinfolk.com. So you can check that out. And it's really the story about how her and I both met. You know what I mean? So, and we dropped it shortly after we did the 1079 concert. With the birthday bash, the classic hip hop show. Yeah. And that's crazy because, the classic hip hop show, that's the last time I saw Shawty Lo.
Yeah, and I seen him and met him.
That was the first time she met him, and that was the last time we saw him.
Why?
So that's just life is so short,
real,
man. That was just this summer.
Yeah.
And Carlos is gone. He was on that Wow remix with me. You know what I mean? Back in the day, like that was my dude. You know what I mean? Like when I first moved to Atlanta, a lot of people don't know this, but I've been living in Atlanta since 2005.
Yeah.
But, when my first wave hit with the So Crispy and stuff like that, and I shot all my videos in Memphis, people thought I was, still living in Memphis. And I still do my radio show out there and do my thing out there. My radio show will be on Monday nights out there on Hot 107.1.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've been here. I got 3 boys, Jackson, Jameson, and Jordan, all born in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So when I first got down here, Carlos was one of the first ones that really embraced me, you know what I mean, from the streets to the beach, you know what I'm saying? So, it just to see him leave, and then Bankroll. We got Bankroll fresh on the project too.
Yeah, see him work
between Bank and Low, I mean, that just kind of wore me all the way out this year.
It hurt me,
That was
man.
part of the reason I told you I just had to just sit my butt down and take a break, because after a while, it just kind of takes that inspiration from you when you seeing the people that you love and you see and you
Makes you
respect
just look
their
at life
music,
different.
that they go.
Like,
what the hell is the point now? Somebody bring that to my attention.
Man, we did a lot of when we first got together last summer. We did a lot of the recording on the record. We first hooked up there, so we were working the Street Execs every day. Matter of fact, we were actually on the way to Street Execs when the thing happened with Bankroll.
Yeah, we were.
And Cat, which is 2 Chainz security, and 2 Cat where he go. Basically, he called me and said, "Folk, don't come up here. Just don't come up here." And happened that
had no clue it was
Bank. Had no clue that it was
know?
Bank. You know what I mean? And it's like you talk about Bank. We got a song called Kinfolk. It was me, Bankroll, and Tomboy on the joint. And he just hopped on that record just because he was in the other studio, heard the record, and just hopped on it. You know what I mean? It's just organic the way it happened, and then we just kind of really just gel. You know what I mean? He told me the story about how he went and bought my first album that was on Universal Motown due season, how he walked to the store and went and got it when he, you know what I'm saying, before he was in the game.
Exactly.
So, when you got people that you really endure you as a person and you mess with them outside of rap, and then that happens, just be like, damn, it's just like, and like I said, Shawty Lo, we did the dub tour together, and you can go online, you can just type in Kia Shine and Shawty Lo, and you'll see the show that we did in Memphis. It was a classic show. I mean, it was deep out there on the dub show. We talking about this back in 2008. Man, it was crazy lit out there, and we did the Wild remix, man, and it was like, and we went on we did like about 10 dates from 2008 to 2009, from the dub tour together. So it's like, it's somebody, I've been a dub. I wrote one of his recent records that he came out with or whatever called This and That.
Yeah.
I wrote that record, you know what I'm saying, for him. So, right at the house, you know what I mean? So, it's deeper than rap when it comes to certain individuals like that. So I feel you when you wanna kind of get back up off the music.
Yeah, you just got to take a break for a second and just really think about what's real and what's real out here.
Indeed.
And what really matters. You see what I'm saying?
Indeed,
Because,
man.
One day you're here, the next day you're gone.
And then people don't, what we say, people don't really respect you unless you own or unless you're
gone.
You gotta be on. If you own, they own your line, they own your phone, they trying to get with you. Or when you're gone, it's when they send the post out.
I got to steal from my boy, Put On Tone. He loves to say that they don't care what you got going on till you got it going on. But one thing that I must ask you about, though, man, I mean, working with folks like Gotti, working with folks like Drake, and seeing the trajectory of their careers after you done worked with them, and I mean, what goes through your mind? Is that something that you knew off top when you was working with them early that this was gonna happen, or what?
Well, with Drake and with Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Like, with those individuals, I just felt like I heard, like, you know, okay, this is what I'm saying. Okay, God uses me to be like an antenna. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, when me and Gotti was together working on the Life Project and his first mixtapes and got his first national album out, okay, I just heard something in his voice. So for me, it's like, okay, God can use me to be able to help bring that thing out. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then it's like when it kept happening, okay, when it was with Gotti, then it's like, okay, Gotti, we ran this course, and he went, you know, did his doing his thing, and you know, I can't make everybody stay down like 4 flats. You know, I respect him and his business, so it's like, you know, he went on to do his thing with TVT. I left TVT because I didn't like the business that was going on over there. Yeah. But I felt like he was a star. Yeah. And he had the work ethic and the grind. He just needed a few things to be put together to be able to get him on the right path. Mm. And I was a navigation for a situation, and I helped produce it and invested in it and saw it. With my own wave, it was like, okay, it was now time for me to do my thing. It's these feelings I get when I'm like starting on something that I know is something special. With Drake's situation, that came from me working with Wayne, and then like, you know, and then ultimately Wayne taking what me and Wayne did, and Drake taking that and turning it to best I ever had. You know what I mean? But it's like these are individuals, just like we talk about Bank or Shiloh, that I had relationships with. And I heard it. I was at the right place at the right time. It was meant for me to be able to put my fingerprint on Drake, on Gotti, and even on my own way when it was time for me to do my solo thing. Mm-hmm. So I accept that that's my role in this, is to be able to jumpstart and to be an antenna. Now, I just think with this situation with Tumboii Kinfolk, it's more of a scenario to where, you know, we from the dirt with it. You know what I'm saying? Like from the mud with it, from this like baking fresh cookies from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Tumboii new to the game, and she coming into it, and we see the same thing. You know what I mean? So our whole brand is more than just the music. It's the fashion. She's a fashionista. She's into the clothing. We got a brand together, and there's just other things that we do. We were making edibles all last summer with the incredible edibles, selling them around here, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like we have several things that we connect on, whether we're talking about the cannabis culture, whether we're talking about the clothing, or whether we're talking about music. We connected on a lot of different things. So it's like, and it's more of a family situation, you know, with us. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I just felt like I've been blessed to be able to hear things from the jump. And be right there to help from the jump with Gotti and with Drake, you know what I mean? And now with those individuals out there doing that thing, that to me just gives me a notch on that's another notch on my Hermes belt. Yeah. That's for me to be able to say, okay, yeah, if I heard that and was able to recognize it, produce it, and co-write it and put it out there, and then even on my own wave, I call that, when I bring you this new wave with Tumboii Kinfolk, you got to know I'm not playing, that it's dead serious, and you got to respect the ear and the mind and the grind that we putting into it. So that's what I feel like about it, you know, and that's the thing. I just feel like with so much hip-hop, we so over inundated with so much product and so much music that we forget. Our attention spans on this music is like that. You know, that's why I like when I saw Nicki Minaj get on her knees and pay homage to Lauryn Hill. Yeah,
you
know, she got on her knees, man. Hold up, man. Stop like, everything, man.
I don't care about nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, Lauryn did it.
That was humble.
The damn truth, too.
She's the truth.
That's the truth.
She's the truth.
She the truth.
Man,
so when
raw.
the truth come, like, you got to stop and recognize that and give folks their props and recognize that, okay, ain't nothing new on the song. Everything comes from something else. Mm-hmm. So it's like, acknowledge where it comes from. It's not a That's what I hate about hip hop. Hip hop is so competitive that we just don't want to give the other person a step up. Man, he don't want to say
no credit.
You don't want to give bro no credit, man. Oh, I did it on my own. I got it on my own, man. I did it on my own. Everything was on me, man.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't on your own. That's just all I'm saying is like, because it's so much about, we talk about the attention record, our audiences are.
Yeah.
If you got umpteen million followers, man, how far would it go for you to say, yeah, man, man, Shine helped me when I was doing this, boom, boom, boom. Man, immediately, that would turn my followers, my play, my whole thing, my way I'm working or whatever. Because just like me and you all know the business, there are some people who just know from the last song that Gotti put out or that Drake put out. You see what I'm saying? So they don't do their research. So those who know, they know, but those who don't know, it's like it'd be dope if those, like, okay, I'll give you an example. Houston. Man, when Mike Jones and Power Wall and Slim Thug was making their way, he was still tipping, right? Do you know how they pulled back and when Reach got Big Pokey?
That's right.
Big Pokey wasn't on nothing, man. But they man, sitting sideways, Power Wall still went, man, come on, Big Pokey, get on this jump, man. You know what I mean? Because they kept doing that with Bun and what they, because they realized, man, look, man, we own now, but let me throw a little of that light your way so you can, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, because y'all did it before us, man. That's the way it go. You know what I mean? But too many of these new artists is more like, man, I did it, man. It was all me, man. I ain't, man. F everybody, man. That's what dudes be on. And it's cool, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, though, like, everybody sleeping on me gonna wake up working for me. You know what I mean?
I feel that. What are some of the things that you learned in the game, though, man? Because, I mean, being a vet and working both sides as an artist, producer, writer, and all that stuff, man, I mean, what are some of the jewels that you picked up that you care to share?
Well, that's a really good question, man. I think I'm gonna write a book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think one thing is like, just sometimes, man. This I'm gonna tell you something for real, man. Like, a lot of people won't say this to you, but you just kind of talked about it even on your radio thing. Yeah. Man, sometimes, man, you don't get up every day feeling like doing this every day. Let's just be honest. Like, you don't get up every day like, man, I'm finna go up here today and I'm finna kill it today. Man, some days I don't want to hear no music, man. Because you fighting with life.
It's real out here. It's real.
Because you fighting with life. And it's like, man, like for me, it's like the stick to itness, the not giving up, just taking those steps towards what you believe in. Some days gonna be giant leaps. Some days it's gonna be some baby steps. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? As long as you keep it moving and you keep at it, man, you're going to eventually get to that place. Because if what's meant for you is meant for you, what God got for you is for you. It's like what you. There's no timetable to when it's gonna pop and everybody. We don't know the actual time, but what we do know is something there, and we invest in what we believe in and put it out there, and eventually, what we believe in inside is gonna come out on the outside. So it's just the not stopping, the not giving up, the same grind, different day. Don't take no day off. You want the payoff. Just staying at it. You know what I mean? That's the thing, because your season. I get this theory all the time. This is my theory. It's called a tree theory, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, like right now, we getting ready to go into a season to where it's not going to be any leaves on these trees, okay? All right, if you an apple tree, or we in Georgia, peach tree, it ain't going to be no peaches on the trees.
At all.
Okay, come December, ain't going to be nothing out there for you to pick from, okay? But then now, that don't mean that tree still ain't a peach tree. Yeah. It's going to have its fruit in its season.
That's right.
But guess what? Right now, the people, they picking. They want, you ain't got no fruit in your tree? Well, man, let me go over here, man. The apple tree popping right now. Let me go over here and pick more. That don't mean you still ain't, you still got fruit. You just got to, wait for your season. Yeah. Your season gonna come, but you got to wait it out. Then, but, but next summer, that fruit be out there. Guess what? Guess what the gang gonna do? They gonna pick from the low-hanging fruit.
Exactly.
They gonna pick from it. It's right there. Oh, she was hot. She got fruit. Let me grab it.
Exactly.
And they gonna keep picking from me, and then that fruit gonna be gone. Somebody else gonna be in their season. That's and look, some exotic fruits don't come every year. Hey. Some exotic fruits don't harvest, but every 2 years. Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's just what kind of fruit are you? You know what I mean? But that's what I look at it, man. So at the end of the day, ain't no timetable, especially when you're taking care of yourself and you're in good health and you flies. You know what I mean? What we doing over here is these cats. Okay, Jay-Z 50 years old, man. I'm just being real. He a billionaire. He 50 years old.
Yeah.
It's the different. We living in a different society where the weed. I mean, I think it's the weed. The weed have us where the time different. Like, think about it, man. If somebody would came, you 50 years old, you rapping, man. Folks, man, get out of here, man. You 50 years old rapping, man. How old you think Juicy J them is? How old do you think Change them is?
And they ain't doing it too.
These folks doing it and doing it well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
on
these
top
folks,
of their game.
on top of the game.
Too. All the kids.
You know what I'm saying? But Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Man, these folks is 40-something years old, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but they are all stars in their own right. They all have a certain thing about them that is timeless.
Mm-hmm.
True star, P. Diddy. We know Diddy 50.
Yeah.
We know that. You know what I mean? It's no doubt.
Yeah.
But it's like you just keep it going. Me, I'm not 50 years old, but I'm just still saying that I've been in the game 15, 16 years. Before I start rapping.
Yeah.
Look, man, my checkbook has got to be like any of these people I mentioned before. Or no, you know what I'm saying? It's like now I do give you this. If you done came out and you done popped off, like, okay, I love Mike Jones. That's the homie. But it's gonna be kind of hard for MJ to come up in new wave of the music because he killed it so much during that time.
Yeah.
I love Mike. I booked Mike. You know what I'm saying? That was my dude. But when you blow up so much like that, you can't really. It's hard to come back. Now what happened? Let's look at the game. Okay, 2 Chainz had came out with Player Circle. He had a little wave with Duffel Bag Boy, but he still had gas in the tank.
Yeah.
So it was like cool.
Yeah.
You know, he had to go and flip it, come another way, and go and get it. Juicy J had Bug with 3 6 Mafia, had hit records, but really didn't just himself pop all the way.
It was him.
So you still got legs if you ain't crossed that threshold.
Yeah.
But if you done came and crossed that threshold, bruh, let me tell you, Master P, I love P, but P doing the right thing, doing TV. It's certain time when you pass that threshold, you got to just go on feed your base.
Yeah.
Because you got all the followers like 50 Cent, prime example. 50, really, the show, the TV is the move.
Yeah.
Now, he's smart. He got Sonny Digital to do the I'm the Man. That was a dope record.
Yeah, dope.
That was a dope record.
It was a big record.
I thought I'd never bump a 50 Cent record again, but Sonny brought him back. But at the end of the day, though, we got to look at it like this. Okay, Sonny Digital brought him back, but still, fifth, he reached that plateau. Yeah. He's never going to be Get Rich or Die Trying 50 again. But he's smart enough to reinvent and come at it another way.
Exactly.
So that I feel like that's what Tumboii Kinfolk is doing. It's the reinvention of what we're doing. It's like, yeah, Kia Shine is on the producing, on the writing, and yeah, I had some records back in the day, and I've been doing my thing consistently over the last. But it's like this is a new wave, a different wave, and then we got to reinvent. You know, it's like necessity is a father of reinvention. You gotta reinvent that thing, man. So if my advice would be, if you're an older artist, look at Plies. Plies reinvented on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He reinvented there, and that's how he got back popular. You know, even though he caught a wave, he reinvented. You can always reinvent, but like other than that, man, hip hop is a young man's game or a young woman's game. It's always looking for the new wave or the new thing. So your thing got to be new. If that thing ain't new, then look, man, you past due.
Hey.
It's just what it is. Got to be new, man. We don't want to hear you come back saying the same thing, looking the same way, wearing the same. Man, what are you doing? You got to start some new trends. Hip hop start trends, man. One thing about it, we might not sell like the EDM and the pop stuff, but hip hop
trendsetters.
We gonna tell you what's cool. We trendsetters. We gonna tell you what's cool.
Lastly, Kia, I mean, anything else you got to get off your chest? How can folks contact y'all and all that good stuff?
Okay, I'm gonna let Tumboii get up into that or whatever, like and really just kind of speak on, you know, where you see yourself as an artist and where you see yourself with the music and how you finna get ready to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think like from the female point of perspective, like, okay, you got comparisons between her and Young Ma. You know what I'm saying? Young M.A. You know what I'm saying? And that move or whatever. And a lot of people have been coming to me now. And we got our first label phone call, you know, 300 hit us up or whatever about our wave and all that after seeing some videos. And, you know, now people hit me and they like, man, y'all should go and do a record with Young M.A. now, or you should get Tumboii with her, you know, and all that. But I just wanted you to kind of talk about the difference between you and her, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I respect Young M.A. I think she's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think she's lyrically, for real, I think she's a dope artist. But I'm totally different, you know. I'm kind of more player. I'm more chill. I'm not too blunt. She's like, you know, more blunt. Also, like, you know, I'm from the South. You know what I'm saying? Represent from the South 100%. So coming with a whole total different wave than she is. You know, we're just both rainbow and doing the same thing with the same look, but still slightly different because I kind of like can go kind of any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Also putting music out there for everybody. And like, I think that some people kind of look at her like a little too hard, you know? And I don't think I come with that type of style. That's not really me. It's just more just different, unique, just like, you know, I just feel like it's meant for me though in a whole total different way than M.A. Yeah.
Contact, man. How can folks contact y'all?
You got TomboiKinfolk.com. Really, everything's going to be on there. The merch, our site, Tomboy Kinfolk, Instagram. Also, my personal site is Tomboy, Tumboi, Tomboy Kinfolk, spelled the same way, Tumboi, Kinfolk.
Okay.
And then, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, though,
Kid
man.
Sean,
I mean,
Kinfolk, Kid Sean.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, you network to increase your network with us, man. Follow up and get the dollars up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is with us, man. I mean, you know, TUMBOIIKINFOLK, TomboyKinfolk.com. I mean, that's really where it's at. You know what I mean? We in a digital day and age, but we don't need to. You can come right and shop with us directly. You can come buy our clothes. You can come see our videos. You can come download our music. All from the site, you know what I mean? Cause that's what we in. We in this millennial age, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got these phones, so y'all able to just log right in to Tomboy Kinfolk, TUMBOIIKINFOLK.com, and just hit us up. But you can follow their grams from there. Tomboy Instagram, Tomboy Kinfolk Instagram, and mine is Kinfolk_Kia Shine. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, follow me. We'll follow back. Follow her. She follow back. Holler us about some business, and we will be hollering back. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely dig that.
Seriously, man. I appreciate you. Now, seriously, I appreciate you, though, man. Seriously, man. Thank you, man. For real, man.
Appreciate y'all coming through this thing. Wish you nothing but the best and much success.
Indeed,
Be
man.
High Radio Shout. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.
Kinfolk!